Hey guys, John from SurfFX, and we're looking at the 2026 Duotone Sky Style. Now, this board is consistently one of our most popular boards. I'd probably say it actually is our most popular wing board. It's a lot of things to a lot of people. You got bigger sizes, which make it easy to learn on, to kind of get out there for the first time and get going. Smaller sizes that are small enough to use as tow boards, and everything kind of in between. So, few little changes this year. Again, they had to do some refinements of a already very popular board. So it's never an easy task, but you can see the outline, they kept it a bit wider to the nose. So that is all to do with having more surface area on the touchdowns. So, you know, guys are really starting to throw down some mad freestyle stuff with these. And that wider nose lets you kind of recover and get going better. So without kind of punching into the water. And it's with that, you kind of, you know, keep it up and going. So you land from one, you touch down, and then you're back off for another. So the guys are just absolutely ripping on these. That little bit wider nose gives a straighter outline, and they brought it a little bit narrower because of that. So they've got still have the same kind of volume, but there's a little bit more nose on the board. So they were able to do that, and you can see this way, they thinned out the boards, particularly through kind of the, at the front, just behind the front foot back is noticeably thinner. So that changes the board's rocker a little bit. And now we've got a board that has a big flat section through the back, double concave like the previous one through the front, but it adds a little bit more rocker to it. So it's you get a little bit front foot up in the air forward, and that kind of gives a bit more of a lively feel to it. So, and you've got more room to just shift weight forward to push it down to get control on your pitch. Tail wise, they kept the same kind of rounded outline, and they're nice chined rails. So the chined rails give you a little bit of clearance, and it, again, when you touch down, it kind of lets the boards kind of sploosh down as opposed to sticking on it. But you've got a sharp rail from virtually the whole thing. Like from up here back is a sharp planing, quick releasing rail. Again, to let it go, to release early, and to just recover from a touchdown and back up and gone. Grip wise, it's that same nice corduroy grip, so it's fairly gentle on the knees. If you're learning, obviously it's going to be every grip's a little bit rough, but this is probably one of the best ones I've used. And multiple footstrap points, because you got a V-strap option. You can run either one slightly offset, more or less V than you want. Multiples forward and back, and then in the rear, two sets. Again, you can run an offset rear, or you can double screw it in to get more secure if you need to. The boxes have changed a little bit, so they've just moved. This is the SLS, so this has carbon boxes. It's a full PVC carbon wrap board, so super tough. So great for jumping and things like that. Again, like their high-end wave windsurf boards. But the boxes have been moved slightly forward. There's a lot of the new foils, continually like having a more forward placement in the board. So the new Duotone Carve 3.0 and the Crest, of course the Armstrong stuff kind of really were the first guys to get the forward placement. Quite a bit of the new Axis stuff is very far forward. So I mean, pretty much everything. There's not a lot of stuff that likes to be in the back of the box. So that's the SLS. Now we've also got their standard construction, which is vacuum epoxy, they say. What is in the mix, I'm not sure, but they've got a timber standing area. But the weight of this has come down quite a bit. So it's the exact same shape. They do it mostly in the bigger sizes, like this one here. These are both 5 footers. They're both 70 liters. That's 75 liters, and they do 10-liter increments. But the weight of the cheaper board has gotten better, so it's quite a bit lighter. As an option, it's a much more cost-effective option for the exact same board in a lighter construction than they had from last year's. Looks like a brown Easter egg.